Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Annie and this is Unity Consciousness. Today we'll be discussing the energy that'll be prominent this week beginning the 27th and rolling through the weekend. The week kicks off with Venus leaving shadow on the 1st. I'm so excited about this. This entire week's energy is a culmination of quite a period of time. Some people have been frustrated with this energy, but regardless, we're going to get some clarity, continued clarity, and also some motivation. But Venus, very importantly, Venus is back up to speed on the 1st of March. And she is hand in hand with Mars at the time, with Pluto and Vesta nearby as well. And they're all in Capricorn. So we've got a stellium of energy in the sign of Capricorn. And because it's at the latter, most of these planets are at the latter degrees and at the latter degrees of Capricorn, we are applying lessons of top-down authority relative to finances and relationships, as well as taking action for transformation, taking action for the purpose of transformation. And then we are also going to be engaging the North Node this week, so it's for our greater good. Again, so excited for this week's energy. We do have a little bit of complicated or intense energy, but it really does, it's so fortified by this new moon in Pisces. I'm super excited for the compassion and the healing that's going to go on this week. So anyway, like I said, Venus is back up to speed on Tuesday, the 1st, and that's very exciting, especially because she's hand in hand with Mars and also trine the North Node. So Mars and Venus will trine the North Node on this day as well. And this is very grounding energy because the North Node is in Taurus and Venus and Mars are in the latter degrees of Capricorn. It is very grounded energy. It's going to feel very earthy, very familiar, very good. But any opportunities that present themselves will align with your destiny. Take advantage of them. We have applied the lessons learned during these the retrograde cycles back in November, December, January, and also planets in Mercury and Venus in shadow up until recent, and of course Venus this week. We are going to apply the lessons learned during those retrograde cycles, and they were doozies. And now opportunities are coming in to match those intentions that we set at that time that are aligned with our destiny. I don't think it gets better than that. It really does not. And it has been a difficult time for many, I have to say, since November. So we are now beginning to apply what we've learned for the purpose of transformation, and now we're getting pushed towards our destiny. Like I said, I don't think it gets better than that. Also, on the 1st, the Sun in Pisces is going to sextile Uranus in Taurus. Remember, the North Node is in there too, so this is all very connected. So the Sun in Pisces, so any energies that are personal to you, that are rooted in Pisces-typed energy, so that's going to be creative, it's going to be harmonious, it's going to be compassion, it's going to be serving humanity, intuitive. So the Sun in Pisces is going to sextile Uranus and Taurus on this day, asking us, or bringing in those opportunities from out of the blue that match with your North Node, that will eventually create stability. It may feel like, because Uranus is involved, it's a sudden change really fast. But the goal here is long-term stability because Uranus is in Taurus. And this energy is also very, very creative. So you have the ability to manifest your dreams, your personal dreams, during this time. And by applying those lessons learned and engaging the North Node trine with Venus and Mars, which are very close to Pluto, by the way, This is just the manifestation of a long cycle that we've learned, and now it's time for those breakthroughs to come in. So I'm super, super excited about that. That's all on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, we've got this new moon in Pisces. Now, this energy, the planets that I just spoke about will still be engaged in this energy at the time of this new moon in Pisces. So I don't want to reiterate that energy, but that energy is going to be fortified as well with this new moon in Pisces, asking us to set a new intention. Now that some of these opportunities are coming in, we need to set a new intention that aligns with Pisces energy. Again, Pisces energy is all about humanitarianism, compassion, intuition, healing. Watch for escapism. Always watch for escapism during Pisces season. That can be more of a 3D or victimization. That's a 3D manifestation. We're going to stay in that 5-dimensional energy. But so this new moon it also has a Saturn-Mercury conjunction that is occurring in Aquarius. And Saturn asks us to take responsibility for something. This is a little bit heavy, but I do like this energy overall, because we are being given the tools necessary to stare this heavier energy down, take responsibility for things, heal, apply compassion to ourselves and others, and move forward. So just take responsible actions on anything that comes in, feels a little bit heavy. Take what's yours, leave the rest for somebody else. Because Mercury's involved here with Saturn, it could be relative to communications, right? Could be some boundaries in communication. Is that really a relationship that you wanted to have anyway? Again, take responsibility for the situation, and then you can move past that obstacle once you understand that even appreciating the obstacle for what it is provides the freedom that you so deserve. Love that. Love that. So again, we've got Venus and Mars hand in hand at the time of this new moon near Pluto and Vesta, providing all the compassion and understanding for those transformations, right? And then we have the Saturn, Mercury, a little bit of heavy energy, but you also are given the tools necessary that you can align with your North Node and push through some of these obstacles by taking ownership and responsibility in what's yours and letting go of the rest. Because that freedom does come when you let go of what isn't yours. I think that's very, very, very important. Let's see, what else do we have going on? We've got Pluto and Venus and Mars. Let's talk a little bit more about that. Because, again, I'm going to talk about that retrograde season. We have Mercury in retrograde, we have Venus in retrograde, and Pluto is now aligning with Venus and Mars, because Mars is going to give you the energy to take the action necessary, and Venus is going to provide that feminine, compassionate energy so that you can make those transformations and step into that, lean into it. You're again, letting go of things that don't serve you and making changes, setting an intention for your greatest good, for the purpose of humanitarianism, compassion, freedom. These are all signatures of this energy this week. I know it really has been a very challenging time for a lot of people. I have heard from quite a few in the past 10 days, I will say. It is time for us to apply those lessons and start to bring in some, not only relief, you get that relief when you let go, but embracing the newness of this moon for the purpose of moving forward closer to your greatest good, and projecting you in a way of destiny, pushing you for your own personal destiny. Then the next energy that comes in is going to be on Saturday. I think it's the 5th. The Sun in Pisces is going to conjunct Jupiter. Wow. I can just say wow. So all of those energies that are relative to Pisces now are personal, because the Sun represents you. And when it conjuncts Jupiter, it is going to expand on that energy. So let's stay in that 5-dimensional energy on this day, because we certainly don't want to jump into escapism and have that be expanding. No, we're going to really lean into compassion and creativity and manifestation and personal growth and expansion. And what is my North Node? And yeah, I can't wait to get to the destiny, because by doing that, you are going to watch that energy just expand exponentially. This is the beauty of Jupiter. Then later in the day on Saturday, if things could get better, oh my goodness, I didn't think they could, but yes, they will. Saturday late and Sunday morning early, we have Venus and Mars again hand in hand entering the sign of Aquarius. When they cross that 0 degrees of Aquarius, they are now bringing with them the action with relative to relationships and money into the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius really started to reign last year. Well, now Venus and Mars are walking hand in hand, that yin and yang energy, that very balanced energy, walking straight into Aquarius, which is freedom. It has to do, there can be some aspects with rebellion, of course. Just make sure that that rebellion is one that doesn't become dysfunctional in the purpose intended, right? Rebellion is always a good thing. You're reviewing something, hey, I'm not doing it like that anymore. I wanted to do something different. That's rebellion. That sounds like a great plan to me. If you find yourself harming someone else or harming something else because of your need for freedom or rebellion, you might want to rethink that strategy a little bit. We don't want to harm others in the process. We'd like to continue to go with the flow. But Venus has had an extended stay in Capricorn, and this is why I think it's going to be monumental for many of us this week as we get through the new moon and we move into the weekend. Venus has been in Capricorn for quite some time, and that's because of the retrograde cycle. And now Venus jumping into Aquarius, hand in hand with Mars, we will feel that. I can reassure you, you will be feeling the power of Venus and Mars entering Aquarius and leaving Capricorn. Mars likes Capricorn, exalted in Capricorn. So I'm not saying that was negative energy, but it was very, it can be very, it's shifting foundations, so that can feel kind of heavy. It really can, especially when you're speaking about some of these retrograde cycles of self-worth and is it worth it? Those are the questions we ask ourselves, right? Is it worth it? Am I worth it? Those are big questions. Those are Capricorn questions. When Venus is in Capricorn, now Venus and Mars together move into Aquarius, so we can take those lessons learned, apply them, and progress, heavily progress. Venus is up to full speed. We can embrace freedom and let go of relationships and finance-related situations and circumstances that no longer serve us. I don't think it gets better than that. So that's what I have for you this week. Before I go, one more thing I want to talk about and address. I did have a couple clients call over the week. I am no doctor. I'm no medical doctor, so I'm not saying that I am. However, if you are experiencing the symptoms of ascension, which can be dizziness, fogginess, headaches, migraines, sleeplessness, and or fatigue. I know they're at opposite ends of the spectrum, but they both can be symptoms of ascension. We have this photon light that is entering Earth's atmosphere at a rate that we haven't seen in 12,000 years. So it can be very, very intense. That's coupling with the energy that exists at the time of the spring and fall solstice equinox. That's very important to note, because there is a phenomenon that occurs, and it is called the Russell-McFerrin phenomenon. And at the time of the spring and fall change of seasons, equinox and solstice, the veil thins in the Earth's atmosphere at the poles. That lets more light in. Now, if you take that coupled with the amount of light that's coming in for the purpose of ascension, whoo lordy, we are getting a great deal of light coming in. It can create some of these symptoms for you. Again, go see your doctor. I'm not a doctor. However, if you are an intuitive person and a very energetically sensitive person, you may be getting headaches, feel a little bit dizzy, not be able to sleep, especially during the time of specific moon cycles. But you can also feel very tired during the day, almost like lethargy. That's what's happening. hydrate, rest when you can, and also cover your head. If you find that you're getting this headaches that just won't go away, put a cap on, put a baseball cap on, or a knit cap on, or even a scarf over your head to see if that doesn't give you a little bit of relief, because it is for good, it is for purpose. We are ascending, folks. And I also, before we close, would like to keep the people of the Ukraine in your thoughts and prayers. Please apply the beautiful compassion that comes with Pisces energy to the peoples in that region and support them through prayer at the very least. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you liked this video, please do like it. If you would like to share this video with others you feel could be helped by this video, please do share it with them. And if you want to know when videos are being dropped, click the subscribe button. Any comments or questions, post them in the box below, the comment box below, and I will get back to you ASAP. It's been my pleasure to be with you here today, and I have a fabulous week. Namaste.